So here's my finished book. As you can see, I've decorated the cover quite heavily, mainly because the inside has got to be quite flat, so I went to town a bit on the cover. The flap opens up. I've got some more decoration inside, but again you could put photographs in any of these parts of the book. I'm still waiting for one more photograph to go there. I've got a couple in here. I kept this pocket on this side, and I've got a couple of a photograph and a tag in there, and then I've left this part with 2 photographs, but you could have put 3 in there quite easily, or you could have made another pocket. It's entirely up to you. There's a lot that can be done with it. You could probably put a photograph in here as well, so there's quite a lot of room for photographs. I've got a magnet closure, I do like that. I've covered the back, and I've also covered the little spines as well on the outside, not the inside, but it just gives it a little bit more support. So that's that, and I very much look forward to seeing all yours. I'm starting with a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, and I'm not going to cut anything off just yet, but I'm going to start scoring using my trimmer. The first score is going to be at 4 inches, and the second score will be at 4 1/4. This is to make a spine, and then again at 8 3/4. And 9 inches. That will give you a second spine. And now we're going to turn the cardstock round once and score again at 4 1/2 inches. And 9 inches. And that's the scoring finished. So now we can start cutting some of the pieces out to create a book. Initially, we're going to cut out the pieces around the top, which is going to be this square here and this part of the spine here. And again, this square at the top, well, it's not really a square, it's oblong, and again the area of the score. Now I've made sure that my cardstock was, when I took it out the trimmer, that I got the biggest square on my left hand side. So there's a big square there and another big square in the middle. Everything else is a fair bit smaller, so that way at least you can see which way around you've got the book. So now I'm going to trim these up. You want to cut just very slightly underneath the score line. Don't throw them away, you might be able to use those for another pocket or a flap. So that's going to be the top of our book. And then next we're going to take away these 2 areas of the spine so that we can actually leave the spine open for the flaps to fold in around it. Come on, out you come. That's it. And again this side. And now you can see that you have the start of your book. Now I made on this side a pocket. This is going to fold over, and it's a good size for a photograph front and back, and again here if you want, but I thought I would make this into a small pocket, so I'm just making it 1.5 inches wide, which is just perfect for this ruler. And then that will get stuck down there and will create a pocket. As I say, it's entirely up to you if you want to do this, or whether you want to keep everything as it is. You could keep that one as a large piece and fold this one over, and then have your pocket here. It's all up to you. Now what we will need to do next is to fold everything along the crease lines for the spines, just so you can see where the book is going. And then again here. So this is the bottom part of the book, and that can fold over like that. And then this, the middle, if that was stuck down there as my little flap, I could fold that one over. Then this folds up, and the top folds down. So as I say, it's entirely up to you where you want to put pockets. You might want to leave this one as it is and use the piece that you've cut off and put a pocket on there. So that you've got a larger area still for a photograph. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. And to make it just a little bit more professional, I've used a 1/4 inch corner puncher and around the areas that fold in. I just think it makes it look a little bit better, more professional. Now you might want to do that after you've done your decorating. You might want to leave it square. It's entirely up to you. And there you have it. You might want to put a magnet here and here, so you've got something that closes. But again, make that decision fairly early on. Otherwise, once you start covering things, it's getting a bit late.